චන්ඩි පැන්ඩා සමට සූදු බවට ඇමරිකාවෙන් සහතිකලත් එකම විෂබීජනාශක සබන්.
Today, this House convenes only to present the reports prepared by the steering committee. The decision we took was not to prepare a report and present it. What we want is to get ideas of the House, and a lot agree with the concept of a unitary state. What we now have to do is to discuss the contradictory views on it, and there is nothing called a federal state. The issue is how power of a unitary state is vested with provincial councils. What I want to know is whether this report comes from the steering committee or from individual experts. These are reports the steering committee obtained from experts. We have a responsibility to present all recommendations we receive to this House. What should have been presented to this House should have been the report of the steering committee. Then it's easy for us to discuss. If not, we need few days to go through these reports. There is also an issue about the legitimacy of this parliament. When the Prime Minister is presenting recommendations to amend the constitution, seats on his side are empty. So we wonder whether the governing party actually want this. What we have to do now is to present a draft if the House agrees, and consensus of 2/3 is necessary for that. We have presented these proposals for the Parliament to decide which ones are best. The ones who introduced the new constitution lost the local authorities' elections, and a chance for us to express our views was not given. We don't even know whether there are provincial councils or not. Then they got a ruling from the court against holding a general election. Read the report. It says how stupid the 19th Amendment really is. Then you will know what it tells about Parliament. The court must agree with any law which is passed by the Parliament. Even if that law is something which can't be agreed upon, the court has to. And that's what happened recently. I was not even at the House when it was passed. One ethnicity should not rule over another. Sinhalese should not suppress another ethnicity, and the same should apply to the other. If not, the constitution can't go forward. If rights of one particular ethnicity are attempted to be safeguarded, there would only be hatred. What we say is, don't give rise to hatred. We made amendments against these dangerous clauses. Our group was promised that a change to the election system will happen, but they deceived the Parliament. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that one ethnicity can't be allowed to suppress another. I agree with that and suggest to hold a debate accordingly. It can't be done through this Parliament, which is not legal. You even lost the local authorities' elections. Obviously, respect the mandate of the people. Face an election. I call on the UNP to bring your suggestions, and we will bring ours on the new constitution, and we shall see where the public mandate lies. We clearly presented our stance on devolution of power, but the United National Party, which is one of the main parties, have not mentioned their stance in this. They have sidestepped doing that, and they're using others to do their bidding.
All the people living in the country, irrespective of who they are, must have a sense of belonging to this country. That is the objective of framing this constitution. When power is devolved and exercised on behalf of the people at the regional level, at the provincial level, governance is most scrutinizable, and governance has to be more accountable. There are people in this country who think they are patriotic. I don't think they are patriots. Some of them have already left this House, having made a short statement. It's a pseudo-patriotism. Pseudo-patriotism is a shield for corruption. The Prime Minister has endeavoured in the course of steering committee meetings to develop a maximum possible consensus. And I think every member of this House has a duty to cooperate in trying to develop a sufficient consensus. India supported you. America supported you. The European countries supported you to defeat the LTTE on account of the assurances you gave those countries that you will bring about an acceptable political solutions. 13th Amendment, Mangalamursiga Select Committee report, President Chandrika Bandale Kumarasinghe's August 2000 proposals, and the report of Professor Sechavitade, who was appointed by Mahinda Rajapaksa, Honorable Mahinda Rajapaksa, as the chairman of the APRC, and the Multi-Ethnic Experts Committee report that they submitted at that point of time. That is the history. You can't go back on all this. We have to eventually have this constitution approved by the people in Parliament by 2/3 majority. It must be taken before the people at a referendum. We don't need election. We don't need a general election for that purpose. It is the intention of Parliament, if the bill is approved by a 2/3 majority, that the bill will be taken before the people at a referendum. I would appeal to all the members of this House to kindly look upon these proposals and make every endeavour, because if you fail in this constitutional process and the constitutional process is rejected by this House or by the people, they solely vote in there. That will be the commencement of yet another era which may not be in the interest of this country, which may not be good for this country.